I'm Dale Smith for Loony Politics, and ahead of the Conservative Convention this last weekend, leader Pierre Poilievre said that he's not bound by any of the decisions of the grassroots, particularly some of the more controversial ones. And this has become an increasing problem within Canadian politics amongst all different parties. Now, the way it's supposed to work is that grassroots members decide on policy which comes to the convention and which therefore forms the policy platform by which the party will run on in an election. But the more that we Americanize and presidentialize leadership races, the more that we have leaders coming in with entire policy books and running on those, and that takes over what should have been the grassroots role within parties. And this isn't limited to the Conservatives. A very good example was a few years ago when the Liberal grassroots adopted a policy around carbon pricing, and then leader Michael Ignatieff said, not going to happen. Little did he know. Regardless, it's become more common within Canadian parties that the leader has accumulated so much power over not just how the party is run, but also the policies in which they run on. And it's the leader in his or her office which creates the policies on which they're running on an election and not the grassroots. And this is a real problem for the way politics is supposed to work. Now, because the grassroots are supposed to be the ones coming up with the policies and feeding that upwards, that would have given some sense of power for the grassroots members, as well as a bit more accountability toward the elected members. But that doesn't happen anymore. Because we have presidentialized our leadership races, it's now the leader assuming all of this power and taking it top down, and the grassroots members are essentially reduced to people who are supposed to door knock and volunteer rather than the ones who are supposed to be controlling the party. That's a problem for Canadian politics. It's one that we really need to address if we want to fix what's wrong with our system. And it's something that nobody seems to want to relinquish any of that power that they've accumulated at the top. And that's not good for our politics going forward. For Loony Politics, I'm Dale Smith.